Shalom Labachayariam Shal Yashala. Peace be to the election of the nation of Israel, consisting of 144,000 Hanabiyah and the prophets, Tyra Ashim, the heats or the heads of the governing body, Eshal Mashal, which is rule Bahamalakwath in the kingdom, Bashemayim in heaven, Ashar Ba-Ratzah, which shall be here on earth. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yashai, Bashem Kakodash. Of course, Shalom as well to the speckled bird Israelite foreigners that look on the outside like the heathen, but are Israelites going back to the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the children of the promise. All right, whom the Lord is going to have mercy upon the elect of the 1/3, and bring through the fire, along with the prophets. And also, I want to give a double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who well. Peace and salutation to the election. Yeah, that 1/3 remnant. All right, includes Israelite foreigners. Includes, of course, those who had the testimony of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Those who are going to be faithful and who are chosen, predestinated to perceive this truth. And in these times, we'll have the stability to endure things which change on moments notice. All right, moments like you, which means pardon me, notice, but they also have the vision. Okay, that starts with, of course, the prophets, and of course the rest of 1/3 that are no prophets. They can see the vision and understand the vision. Okay, because that's very holy and that's merciful from our power Yahweh Hashem Yashai, who at a time, of course, turned his face from us, not giving us the knowledge, but now he has made things well for the remnant. And we're seeing all the things that are occurring at these times, which only makes us more excited, but also get reinforced the fear of the Lord that we ought to have, because things can change literally overnight, as what had happened at these people over there in the British Isles and such, which we'll get into the article. But I do want to start with this wee precept right here, which is a precept I have been meditating on. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 51. I believe it is verse 12. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 51, in verse 12. It says, "Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit." Okay, we want, of course, the Lord to restore. All right, which goes into Shawab, which goes into returning unto us. Okay, to return, to come back. Spiritual relations. Refresh, repair. Unto me the joy of thy salvation. As we get very bitter and living within Babylon, living within wherever you've been scattered to, the everyday hustle, the everyday grind, being on the bottom, being the last in everything. But first, in the sight, Yahweh Ratzah, we be of those first fruits. And this gives us and restores us, knowing the prophecies. This restores to us the joy of salvation through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And uphold me with thy free spirit. Going into the word free is Nadayab, which is a willing and generous and we know the Lord isn't niggard. He isn't stingy. Okay, the Lord He actually deals very bountiful with his servants, and provides his abundance of mercies, tender mercies, loving kindness, compassion, Hab love, through giving us this truth, the brotherhood, this knowledge, in which he gives us the comfort in our affliction, which we're here. The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and 50. This is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word hath quickened me, brought me to life. Right? This word, we're being brought back to life, being revived. All right? Which is the Hebrew word there is chaya. Okay, going into being brought back to life. Okay? To have life, to live, to be quickened, to be alive, restored to life or health. Right? We're being made back whole from the sickness in which we were spiritually sick. Okay, we needed our force, and we still do need our physician, which is Yahweh Shai. Nurse us to health and to lead us in the way of the truth and to the light, as always. This is the book of Psalms 119 and 54. Thy statutes have been my songs in the house of my pilgrimage. Right? We know that we are as pilgrims on this earth. You have no continual city. And when you see these people whom are making a mass exodus, leaving out and trying to leave out of London because they would be stuck, okay, being able to leave because borders with the various surrounding areas, and even amongst your Scottish, the different Wales, and some different European counterparts there. And other European states, they've closed their borders as well. And there's other places outside of that even have travel ban. They of course, allowing those from this area to enter due to this new strain, which I already reported through the Spirit. I'm pretty sure either a week or two ago, you can go and check, and it's just now hitting the mainstream media. All right, that's why the prophets got the vision. You can hear it first through the prophets, because the Lord, he reveals his secrets unto the meek, as it's written in the book of Sirach. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 3, or book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3, and verse 17. I'm going to start there. It says, my son, go on with thy business in meekness, right? Being very humble. All right, you need to be, of course, boastful and such, because what you're going to learn, the Lord, he resisteth the proud. Okay, and he's nigh unto those that have a contrite heart. Okay, as you can read in the book of the volume or Psalms, I believe it, that same chapter, 51st chapter, how Ratazak and Shawab will return Lawa to it. Real quick, just to reinforce it. The book of Psalms 51 and 17. The sacrifices of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. The power will not, power thou will not despise. going into that word for contrite, which is the ka, which the ka means crushed and to be broken. Yeah, crushed to pieces, and living in a state of oppression. We have been crushed to pieces. The sin which bring apart upon us shame and the nakedness. That brings forth with a broken spirit. And we, of course, just want to be perfect again. Receive that heavenly estate. And as we used to have, as the Alahayim, with the beginning, the creation, right, and the headings, okay, before the fall, and then the spirit world, okay. Going back to Sirach chapter 3 and verse 17, it says again, my son, go on with thy business in meekness, so shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Most High. Many are in high places of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. For the power of Yahweh is great, and he is honored of the lowly. Right, and pride is not for men. And we see all of these people, the Lord isn't dealing with at all. Isn't working with at all. And the confusion is going to completely overtake these people. The gross darkness, it already has, but in these very dark days, which this dystopia will become more and more evident, clearly these people are going to virtually drown in the shadows of death while we continue to shine brighter and brighter, all right, into the second coming of Yahweh Shai. Through this wisdom, all right, that maketh our face shine. All right, us that have this knowledge. Let's play this video by Dabu 7, which is titled here, the date being December the 20th, 2020 year of prophecy. Trying to get out of the Sha'awar hell, or trying to get the hell out. Emergency lockdown in London triggers a mass exodus.
This is Dabu 7. We have word out of the UK now that many people have tried to escape the wrath of this lockdown, fleeing the country before this Tier 4 restriction went into place. Last night at midnight, everything started to go into motion for the folks in the UK. They're saying they're asking the public to not travel to Kent ports or other routes to France after this announcement. This could remain in effect until Easter, they say. We have 16 million Britons now required to stay at home, and tens of thousands trying to scramble to get out of the capital late Saturday night. You can see them here trying to catch trains, buses, flights, cabs, whatever, to get out of the region. Now, they're saying that Boris Johnson made this bombshell announcement introducing this Tier 4 restriction in London and southwest England to mitigate the spread of what they're calling a new strain of this virus. This has sparked traffic jams, crowded terminals, and has become really chaotic. Other countries have followed suit in making announcements connected to this. But what has begun here is they have rolled out that there is a new strain that is going all over the place and causing hell. And because people don't want to get locked down, they're running. They're not running because of the strain that was announced. They're running because they don't want to be locked down. Look, I just tweeted out some viral information that you're not going to find out here on YouTube.
That's all you need to hear. And that pretty much the freedom is what people desire and want, but is more and more becoming stripped away as someone strips away wallpaper, old wallpaper. I show you people are in your old freedoms. Okay, that we rights and privileges, really, permission to be able to do different things are all ceasing. All right, people are, they of course really concerned about this actual this pestilence, but more about the lockdowns which being implemented, which hinders them from the liberty to be able to do as they please before. It's the book of Luke, chapter 21 and 25. Where reads, it says, "And there shall be signs in the Shamash and the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the the sea, and the waves roaring." Going into this word, being perplexity. Going from the Greek, which is oporia, which is the state of one who is perplexed, which goes into confusion. When you go into this in a deeper bewilderment, doubt, uncertainty. You have so many people being interviewed. You could check out on Ruptly. They were bewildered. They didn't know how they were going to get out of country. You have, of course, the Brexit, thing going about to, the actual finalization. Well, we'll see if it's going to be a no deal. I, of course, says my opinion is that it will be a no deal Brexit. But that whole free movement and stuff that's ending, all right, if not already, have already ended. Not to go and check, but you have other these different EU countries are saying, hey, we didn't want using our country, so people are turning back to their own people. All right, though of course there's a lot of ease out there, but this whole nationalism and such is occurring. But you can see the bewilderment that's on the people's faces, and when they're locked into a country that they thought they were on holiday, or they thought they could just chill and enjoy whatever wee bits of liberties they got, and then at a moment's notice, then sudden destruction cometh on them. Okay, you have it that with this whole sharat, which is a cutting, right, of the solution that have brought forth, and it's supposed to be, as they say, a miracle. Okay, and it hasn't been that. Okay, you see, this most people are and they even paying that any mind. You see, people are just caring about their freedoms, rights, happiness, sanity. Let's go to the next scripture. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and 11. And it says, "And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity." And there is an actual wicked on earth, and that's the Edomites. Okay, they are known as the border of wickedness, because they've been given the earth, within their dominion, of course, given by the Most High, sanction of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Of course, within all of their territories, they have brought nothing but increasingly wicked acts and reign on earth. The people are in cruel darkness. People are narcissists. People, they care about their own fellow neighbor, their own brother. Instead, they're only looking out for their own benefits. Okay, it's literally a dog eat dog world. It says, "Now will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease." And the Lord is bringing down the haughty in these times. Okay, when you have it where your job, you're a successful business owner, small business owner, and then your government says to you, hey mate, you have to close. We're going into tier 4. That means that your place isn't able to open. We have to reduce the spread. That's, of course, taking away people's livelihood, taking away their pride, their joy. Okay? So the Lord is bringing away, causing the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And I will lay the haughtiness, or I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Okay? And terrible you ease. And our people went in the way of wickedness as well. So there's judgment going out to the wicked of our people. And these heathen are getting it too. Alright? The scriptures that tell you about here. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You're seeing that on the face of these people. And you're seeing with the closing of borders, people ain't able to, over there to enter. And so you have it within your own country, you're literally a prisoner. Let's go to STV TV, or Scottish News Network, or whatever it's called. And you have it where there's a travel ban, of course, even in Scotland. Okay, top stories. Let me see if I can get something. Even Glasgow, restrictions from Friday. Hospitality, pubs, restaurants, cafes must close. Takeaways can operate as normal, so you can, of course, get you a curry, get you a Chinese, and a pizza, right? But your money, a lot of you is, he may have that much money. It says combinations such as hotels, B&Bs, and self-catering combination not open for tourists. So the tourism that's all. The MRF is ceasing. Travel, no non-essential travel into and out of the level 4 area. So you're locked in of these areas that are deemed as level 4. London, they have here moved into level 4. Even Glasgow, and other parts, as you can see, council areas of Glasgow. All right. You have East Dunbartonshire, West Dunbartonshire, North Lancashire. Slovakia for any mispronunciation. South Ayrshire, Stirling, West Lothian. All right, you can see some of the other ones too as well. Socializing. People can socialize indoors. 6 people from 2 households can meet outdoors. So, public buildings such as libraries or museums are closed. Retail and close contact services, non-essential shops, and close contact services such as hairdressers, barbers, and tailors, beauticians must close. Mobile close contact service is not permitted. So you can see avoiding car sharing with people outside your household. All of your different freedoms is being taken away. You can read even more. But this place is completely on its way out. And really see Shawwal break loose very soon. That's pretty much the lesson. As the last scripture I can think of in my mind, these are like all these scriptures are my favorites. Isaiah 32. And it reads here that the instruments of the churl are evil. Churl goes into the scoundrel, the knife, that niggard, alright? In the sense of withholding, seize measure. Who's there in that? The terrible, the Edomites, who have the control and dominion. The instruments of the churl are also evil. Or the instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices, wicked plots and schemes and such, to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Right? And he promised to you, yeah, we're going to, ease up on these restrictions, and they've only been increasing. A lot of people, you're gonna learn not to trust your enemy. With that, I say, call all Yimla Yahaba Shem Hashabah Shem Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, who peace and salutation to the election. It says here, Isaiah 32 and 13, upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars. Yeah, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous cities, right? And that's going to prick you, all right, so you kind of get through. Right? It's going to be a very tormenting, a very uneasy time for 2/3 of Israel. And it's going to be, of course, a bit uncomfortable for us going through it, as the scriptures say that the righteous shall be scarcely saved, but it shall be well with the remnant, because the Lord is dealing and is going to have us eaten and have us able to maneuver through divine intervention in the horrid times in which are upon us and coming, approaching Jacob trouble. So shalom to the elect. Until next time, stay up.